The status summary report is something that I know Fondren is really proud of. Going to see how proud of it he is at the end of the hearing if we make it that far, because I think that there's a vulnerability there too, particularly. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the problem in all of this is you've got, as you mentioned, the House of Science living in the house of the police who are motivated by position and, of course, interfering with.
They have a bias.
They have a complete bias.
They have a bias. The emails and the texts revealed that they were trying to protect the program, that they were trying to insulate. They kept the material. The testimony today revealed that he reluctantly conceded, but ultimately he did concede that the information they were not transparent. Information was kept. They knew what we didn't know. But Can you imagine? I mean, like
Neil, just even the peripheral players, number one, saying, "Bring me."
You ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, where they talk about foisting that one assistant on the next person? He foisted her on you. You ever seen that?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's what they did to us.
Yeah.
They knew these texts were imbeciles and incompetent. You want to go a step backwards? Why in the world do we have the state police with all the money that the state police has, and they had to outsource to Intoximeters, a company that had to hire a guy that at one point was like, I think he worked for Pitney Bowes doing like copy machine repair or something, and he elevated himself to working in a chromatography company. But why are these the techs that are maintaining these machines? Why are they were retired police officers, and now they're these guys that, I mean, it's either a serious program or it's not.
Yeah, why then?
It either impacts lives and should be treated like it impacts lives, or it shouldn't.
But Neil,
my belief is the same as yours has been for a long time, Mike. Take every bit of forensic science and testing, and it's not that complicated. Divest all of that from the Michigan State Police, create a separate unit with someone who's not a police officer, who's just a scientist, and just call it the fucking science lab. And they can give information to everybody. And they don't care what the results of the fucking cases are. They don't care whether the instrument is deemed defective or bad. They just reveal it all. That's transparency. Maybe then we'll have some confidence in the results, and we won't have to have a conversation at 10 o'clock at night about how we, after 27 years of practicing, 3.5 years in the prosecutor's office, which I'm still making penance for, by the way, I have to just now learn that there's other information that we didn't know. It's absurd.
It's absurd also, Neil. Just some of the ways that the process of them bringing it to the forefront and how it was reacted with the officer said, "Bring me the subpoena, I'll take care of it." Not normal, right? What they're just describing and their belief that somehow they can come in and defend this hiding of documents, knowing that it's not at all the appropriate thing to do. It's the wrong decision. To call it transparent and to think that they can get away with it and rely on the law to protect them in that regard, which is that they're part of law enforcement. Not only does it show how flawed the system was, how it should have been investigated, but the real reason why people are rioting in the streets. Because if they can get away with this kind of stuff, just on the trick bag stuff of getting this, the game of, how many thousands of people are convicted based on this stuff? They're just, it's all no truth.
Mike, I'm sorry, this is a con.
It's a con.
And I know Fred used the word hoax. It's a con. It's a long con. These OD33 logs that are supposed to keep track of the Monday morning accuracy checks, what the fuck good are they? Unless they keep track of all of the errors that occur, unless the public and we can see every error that ever occurred on that data master. But we don't get to see those.
Yeah,
we don't get to see all the errors.
Where are the self-avowed moral avengers, these prosecutors who, when you need a plea deal for someone who made a bad decision and did something, a young man or a young woman whose entire life is going to be impacted, whatever the crime may be, who then say, well, they did something wrong, they need to pay. Where are they when the thousands of people are being hurt by this scam? They're not there. They're
It's
never
an
there to
excellent
help
question.
us.
It's a great question.